Alright guys, so on today's episode of I f***ed up. Yo. Oh, my bad. I didn't really mess up, but first of all, let's go ahead and start off like this. I'm loading this up. I got here around 6 a.m. Going to pick up this beautiful load right here. Thank God we didn't get permits yet because, man, I would have been pissed off by this. Permits are like $800. So got this big old piece. He's 60,000 pounds. Now, getting a mechanical neck, somebody already told me, hey, bro, getting a mechanical neck, it's going to be a little bit of work. Not only on yourself, but also on your truck. So be prepared for that. All these other guys over here, they got hydraulics. So I'm over here with a towing company. They got a beam trailer. They got their Landals. And they had two other excavators right here. Not excavators, but RGs right here that were also hydraulic. Dealing with mechanical neck. It requires a lot of work on the person and also on the truck. And I'm gonna show you why. So I heard something just snap, and then I heard a whole bunch of noise. You know, like when something happens and you're hoping that, okay, this noise is gonna go away. Let me just wait. It's gonna go away. They decide not to go away. So I'll show you what we're working with. Okay, so this broke, right? And the reason why this broke, because my motor mount broke. Now, thank God, it's really just my bushings. They got to be put back into place. And hopefully on the other side it's not as bad, because I can't even see the other side right now. But hopefully it's not as bad. And then, hold on. And then, of course, my fan, I'm going to need a new fan, which don't mind this. I just tried to rig this up because this actually, so let me explain this to you guys. So this actually doesn't need to be here. I guess back in the day, they used to have filters for the coolant, which I didn't even know was a thing. This bracket actually broke off on the road a couple days ago, and I haven't had the time to, take it off or nothing like that because I have to, delete these lines. But my mechanic said, you don't even need these. You just need to take that off. So I have to basically go home and then basically delete these lines that are here and close those up because I don't need it, because now today's day and age, coolant runs a lot better than what it used to back in 2000, 2001. So besides all that, the fan, as you can see, the fan is done. Yeah, the fan is done. I need a new fan. So I'm gonna need a new fan, probably new bushings, and I have to figure out, I'm hoping that those bushings just came out and nothing on that side collapsed or broke off or anything like that. So right now we're waiting on the tow. I already got the price for the tow, was for $7.50. It wasn't bad. And then the hourly rate that these guys are charging me is it's $1.35 compared to another shop that actually sounded really into what they were doing. They were trying to charge me $1.85. I was like, I can't do that. So $1.85 versus $1.35, I'm gonna take the $1.35. But at the same time, he was telling me, hey, I'm gonna have my guy come out there, come look at your truck anyway for you. He said, those cats, you usually do that a lot. It's a common thing with cats. It's not really a big deal because there's so much torque coming out of these motors. It's just so much torque coming out of these motors. So I'm asking him, like, does it really matter about the rears, the transmission? He said it's all going to be the same. The motor puts out so much torque, man, it's all going to be about the same. So he said over time, you're just going to have to switch those out. It's not a big deal. He said it happened. He said he's seen it happen a couple times. You just have to switch out the motor mounts and switch out the bushings and get that fixed. So I was a little scared because I was like, man, come on. I don't need no big breakdown right now. I don't need that, you know what I mean? So we definitely got to get this fixed. But I'm trying to see where my mount, because you can't even see the mount because it's so dipped off in there. Yeah, I can't even see. You can't really see what you need to see, you know what I mean? I was glad it wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but definitely was still bad. What's wrong?
Boy, it's harder than step deck, boy. Don't just come out here and decide you're gonna buy a friggin'. Don't just come out here and decide you're gonna buy an RGN or a heavy haul trailer and come do this shit, man. You need some training. You need to graduate up. Fucking start up with a hot shot, yo. This is my second chain. And I ain't no and I ain't weak, but goddamn, this will work. This work. Don't look at these videos and think easy. This is work.
That's funny, Dad.
Then you still gotta wipe your face, dry your body off, and get right and go drive down the road.
Yep.
This is work.
My boy be doing it every day.
Add a little bit of stress to it. This is work. This is worth every penny. So brokers, listen well. When I say I need $25 a mile, give me my $25 a mile. This is work. That's my second chain, by the way. That's number 2. That's not even 4, 5, or 6. I only put 2. You mess around and get a heart attack out here.
Well, as y'all can see, we got the load on my dad's truck today. My truck had to go to the shop because I broke a motor mount. So earlier, you gotta play with that one a little bit. Oh no, maybe not. There you go. Smart man, keep going, get it tight. Don't hit your hand though.
Man, you see that green dude, the green truck?
What truck, green truck?
He got a green truck. He be messing with what? He got that drill.
It's just that fast and not only that, but you can still do it manually if you want to as well.
Get that last little bit or whatever, man. Yeah.
You might get some of those, yeah. It's only number 2, and I'm done.
Hold on, you ain't done yet.
What?
You got one more. Don't throw that one on the tracks. That's an easy one though.
I'm gonna cut some too.
And I just try to get it here. You don't really have to go out that. It's not. You don't have to go out that long. You're gonna find stuff in the header and then come up here somewhere. That's why I said don't go that long. Cause now you see. Yeah. So like I said, I broke a motor mount, and now we gotta take my dad's truck so we can haul this load to take care of the customer still and show the customer, hey, look, one of my trucks went down, but we have another truck ready to pick up your load same day. So it's gonna take a little bit longer. Gotta go get permits and everything and get all the measurements for the wheelbase and everything with my dad's truck, which won't be too bad. And then, you know, of course, put signage up and everything like that. And we're gonna go in and haul this down to Georgia, which is only going, it's only like 600 something miles. It's not that bad of a truck. We were a little skeptical because remember when we bought this truck, I don't know if you guys, a lot of you guys remember. I know a lot of you guys been asking for the truck, where's it been at? You gotta realize this is Pop's truck, it's not my truck. This is Pop's truck. We were a little skeptical about using the truck because, like I said, when we first got the truck, you guys know about the chassis. And you guys already know that this has 336 rears. It doesn't pull, doesn't have the torque like my truck does. Only difference between this truck and my truck, this truck does have the 18 speed. So I'm hoping that because it has 18 speed, it should be a better ride. We'll see. I mean, we're just gonna have to see. I think it'll go well.
Typically, you don't want to come to the shipper with your flip-flops.
Oh, the Crocs?
You know what I mean? But nobody really here. We've been sitting out here for a couple hours already. So, hey man.
Technically, we already passed the stage of work.
Yeah.
Like, when we first got up here, I was in boots and everything like that. I got my boots in the truck. I just got uncomfortable. We've been waiting around trying to figure out what we're gonna do. What's the smart play? We had to get a tow truck to come take my truck and take my truck away. We had to go check out my truck and actually go check out my truck and see if everything was gonna be okay. So right now, we just been sitting around. We actually was watching TV and looking at the low board the whole entire time, deciding on what the heck we're gonna do. There you go, Dad. My dad done secured his first heavy haul load. Oh, snap. That's what I'm talking about. His first heavy haul load. Like a pro. Like a pro. It's like you've been out here, man. Besides the Crocs, but.
ain't going nowhere, man.
Crossing going through the tracks, you got a little diagonal coming this way from each side, and then we have these 2 binders directly onto the track. Let me go and give y'all a good spin around of the truck of my pop. Damn, I just thought about something. My dad don't got the amber lights in the front of his truck, man. Jesus. He don't got the amber lights in front of his truck. It'll be all right, as long as we got the overweight sign. I mean, we're not crazy over with. We should be just fine. Actually, this is gonna look really good going down the highway. It's gonna look really good going down the highway. I'm actually excited if any of you guys see it on the road. I just noticed it pops on the highway. We're gonna get a picture for Instagram real quick. Look at this hot shot right here. Remember those days, man? Remember those days, yo? This be us right there, boss. I mean, what we had the dually, but you know, still close enough.
Intimidating, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Don't just go buy a truck and a trailer and decide you want to do this shit. Don't do it. I don't care what you see on a YouTube video, okay? Go get yourself a hot shot or at least a flatbed or a step deck first. Don't just go buy no RGN and decide I got a CDL, I'm gonna go drive a RGN or heavy haul, whatever. Don't do it. It's not as easy as it looks. On a better note, since I got a little bit of experience doing flatbed / step deck, wasn't that bad. You know, it's okay. It's definitely a little intimidating.
You had your son with you too, though.
Yeah. That's why I make sure he came with me. I was like, man, you need to come. I'm glad you did.
I think you would have been okay. I think you would have been okay by yourself.
Yeah, I mean, if you got to do something, you're gonna do it. But still, It's always good to have support. There's nothing wrong with support. You know, I don't care how much experience you think you have, or how grown you think you is, or how old you think you are. You could always learn something from somebody. So it's not just like riding a bike after a while, you know. It just feels weird because, man, it's a lot of weight. And I know it's not a lot of weight. Some of you guys who doing heavy haul, gonna be like, man, that's nothing. But for the setup that we have, for the gear ratio that I have, you can feel it. It's a lot of weight. What is it, 112, 110? I think it's about 105 or 110.
We're 105.
It's a real deal, man. But the load didn't shift. Nothing's moved. With those kind of chains, that sucker's not going anywhere. When you're driving something this big, and again, this ain't heavy haul, but when you're driving something this big, people respect you on the road now. You better move your ass, otherwise you get hit. Obviously we don't want that. So y'all give me room, and I'll give you room. But all in all, good day. You know, other than a little stress, you know, that's work though. That's expected. I was nervous. When I pull off, I'm thinking about my truck. You got his truck in the shop. I'm like, man, I'm not trying to put my truck in the shop too. Shit, if my truck broke, I'm done. I'm out. I'm gonna go pack it up and go to the Caribbean. All in all, good day. We did take the load. That's the most important thing. We did recover the load. I mean, if you're a shipper and you don't want to hear nothing but your truck broke down, you want somebody who call you and say, yeah, look, I got some issues, but I got it worked out. You know, you want solutions. You don't want problems. That's why it's important to have 2 and 3 trucks, or at least have people that you know come rescue you.
in. That's the current update. I'm trying to give you guys more content, as you guys can see. Trying to push out when I got the opportunity to push out videos. So right now I got an opportunity to push out a video. I'm not missing an opportunity. So hopefully everything goes well. And we'll be up and running tomorrow morning. And then I could be back up here by the end of the week to go pick up my truck with my trailer. Cause I left my dad's step deck up there as well. So, yeah, man. All I'm gonna say is to end the video off, stay positive in these times. I know that a lot of people are going through it. You know, a situation like this would have took somebody out the business. I haven't been on video a lot, but even a couple weeks ago, I had a $10,000 bill for my motor. You know, I had to go get my cams and my rocker arms switched out in my truck, and I also got my jakes adjusted. So that was a $10,000 bill. My very first or my second week out in the RGN, I had a $5,500 bill for tires because all the tires on my trailer were old. So instead of just swapping, I kept popping tires. So instead of just swapping out each one as they went, I went ahead and swapped all of them out at once. That was a bill because not only was I swapping out all the tires, that was a roadside bill to swap out all 8 tires back there. At the time I didn't do the flip because the flip axle doesn't really get used like that, but eventually I will change all the tires on the flip as well. What else I had an issue with? I had a couple issues with some things. I think I had a drive tire go bad on me. I'm already getting ready to change my steer tires. I'm getting ready to change my transmission soon. I get my interior done in a couple weeks. I know that's exciting. A lot of people will be excited about that. I'm excited about that. So there's a lot of things coming up that I'm a little bummed out because now the truck broke down. It's like, man, this was not in my plans. My plans were to keep rolling, keep pumping out that money because I was making some decent money and keep it going. This is the longest I've been out. This is going on my 4th week right now. I've been on the road. So I've been out for about a month. It's the longest I've been out, and I've been kicking behind and dropping off these loads, dropping off that money. And I wanted to keep going because my dad doesn't have the 370s like I do. He has 336s. I don't want his truck to be down because of something that happened with my truck. And I know that some things you can't control, but you got to keep pushing forward. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Some things you just can't control. And I know that this load was worth the drop off. So I'm glad we figured it out. I'm glad we worked as a team to get it done. I'm glad he wasn't too far away. And I want to say, man, just keep pushing forward. All right? That's all I got to say. Keep pushing forward. Keep being positive. Even when it seems like the universe is beating you down, figure that crap out, bro. For real, figure that crap out. It's gonna get better.
So Bennii decided to pull up at the weigh station, and he went right up inside, so he needs to take a number 2. The bypasses, by the way, you know, of course, they don't really pull over semis like they do hot shots, so you know how that goes. So long story short, they already bypassed us, but he decided to stop and go in the weigh station. Troopers just left. Bye, troopers. Y'all have a nice day. Catch the bad guys only. And they are. Luckily, they didn't pull us in. Just because. But when you're looking this good on the road, man, I mean, what you gonna do? Pull us over to check us because we look good?
Sit back.
What?
This is a DOT station they banged me up at one time.
Oh, shit.